I'm on the hunt for a giant unclassified marine creature that was spotted by the Navy in 1965 at the bottom of the Caribbean Sea and may have resurfaced in an eyewitness video recorded in 2019 in a lake in Canada.
I can sort of understand, a sea monster in the deep ocean. In a mountain lake, though, I mean, it just seems so much more unlikely. But at the same time, the descriptions are so similar.
How could the same creature have been spotted in an ocean trench and then in a mountain lake decades later?
Interesting. It looks like this lake drains into the Columbia River. And the Columbia goes all the way out to the Pacific Ocean. Did it once live in the ocean and migrate inland? This is not an uncommon phenomenon in nature. I mean, there are many kinds of fish that spawn in freshwater, spend most of their lives in the ocean, and return to freshwater. Salmon do that. Could this be some kind of migratory sea creature?
Is this unclassified creature so hard to find because it migrates between the ocean to the safety of deep inland lakes? Could that be the key to picking up its trail?
Enormous serpentine monster, long neck, serpent.
After digging through hundreds of documented sightings from around the world,
All right, here's something.
I find a hotspot of strange sea monster sightings with a remarkably similar description.
300 verified sightings of Champ, the elusive sea monster of Lake Champlain. Descriptions of Champ range from a dinosaur-like monster to a giant snake with several fins. Sounds a lot like Ogopogo. So the question is Lake Champlain connected to the ocean? I mean, it's pretty far inland. All right, so Lake Champlain, sixth biggest lake in North America, more than 120 miles long, 400 feet deep. And bingo. So Lake Champlain flows from Whitehall, New York. From there, the water joins the St. Lawrence River, which eventually drains into the Atlantic Ocean. So once again, we have the connection of a large inland freshwater lake connected to the ocean with these same kinds of creatures being seen. This is definitely a pattern. No question about it.
If this Champ is the same unclassified creature I've been tracking, 300 verified sightings tells me I might now be tracking an entire school of them. But with the vanishing acts of Ogopogo and the creature from the 65 naval sighting, I need to be sure this is worth the trip.
And get this. Oh, this is amazing. The Vermont State House actually passed a resolution protecting Champ. It's called the Lake Champlain Preservation Act.
This legislation protects Champ from any willful act resulting in death, injury, or harassment. And it seems to suggest that these creatures have a very real and recurring presence in Lake Champlain. But I can't help but wonder, is it Champ that needs protecting, or is it us?
What is it?
The answer may be in Lake Champlain.
Arriving on the shores of Lake Champlain in Burlington, Vermont, I think I found the right place.
Look no further than the local minor league baseball team, the Sea Monsters.
To find out if this is all just a local legend or if these Champ sightings actually hold water,
Come on in.
Good to meet you.
I'm meeting with Katie Elizabeth, a cryptozoologist and one of the world's foremost experts on Champ.
So you've been doing this for years, huh?
It started when I was 7 years old, actually.
Oh, wow.
Growing up in the Ocean State in Rhode Island.
Right.
I was totally interested in marine biology my whole life. And I saw a photo that was taken in the 70s of Champ. And I told my mom I want to go to Lake Champlain and see this dinosaur of sorts.
Right.
And that is how my fascination started.
So Champ has been a lifelong interest of yours.
Yes, it has.
Yeah. So you've been chasing Champ. Tell me about your methods.
I interview a lot of eyewitnesses, and also I go out in the lake every single day to gather data. And I have gotten all these pieces of this giant puzzle to come up with my own theories of what these animals may possibly be.
Well, show me what you got.
This video I captured August 9th, 2014.
And you shot this yourself?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Here it is. You see that vertical
It
undulation.
looked like something, kind of bobbed up out of the
Yes.
water.
And quite long as well.
Uh-huh. Yeah, there's a long sort of wake line there. So there's definitely something there. The question is, what is that? I gotta say, it's hard to see on this video.
Yes.
I mean, to me, I could see how these could be boat wakes, you know, at dusk. So is there one thing, Katie, that is like, this is what convinced me? This is what made me believe Champ is real?
Matter of fact, on August 5th of this year, I actually captured some really amazing sonar images at approximately 165 feet.
Wow, okay, so that's a pretty deep part of the lake.
This is the animal laying on the bottom, right here.
So this bright line.
Yes, yep, right here. And then right here, it's almost like an eel-like neck.
I was going to say, it looks like
coiled.
it almost looks like it's just a giant snake. If this is what you're saying would be the body.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what we're looking at, but there's definitely something here.
Absolutely.
What do you think is out there, Katie?
I don't believe whatever this species is something that is in our known fossil record. I think they're yet to be classified.
You think this is some sort of like creature that's sort of trapped in time, a fossil relic almost?
Yes. Lake Champlain, we have bowfin, gar, and sturgeon, and those fish go back 100 million years. So for these animals, I would say that they probably go back just as far in time.
Sort of an extraordinary claim requires some extraordinary evidence. You know, if there's some kind of sea creature, some kind of monster, mythical animal living here, I want to see something that really is convincing.
I respect skepticism. That's part of science.
Is an unclassified creature actually hiding in Lake Champlain?
There's something.
If so, I'll stop at nothing to prove it once and for all.
There's no getting around it. This is dangerous.